Dynasty buy or sell off-season edition, and today we have running back Devin Singletary of the Buffalo Bills. 2021, he had 188 attempts, 870 rushing yards, 7 touchdowns. He did some work in the air, 40 receptions in the air. That's not terrible, I guess. Yeah, 220 yards and a touchdown. Finished RB18. The last 5 games of the season there, he took off. That's what really helped him go into RB18, the top 20. Zach, are you buying or selling Devin Singletary?
Yeah, just to quickly clarify, if you're watching this series for the first time, buying means I want more stock of him. I'm going to go trade for him. Selling means let's cash in on the value. I'm going to trade him away for something. And this in this buy or sell series, this is my most confident sell that we have done thus far.
Right.
I do not want Devin Singletary. And I'm happy to be wrong in a couple of years. I'll put my hands up. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But let me give you 3 reasons why I'm confidently selling at this point. Number 1, Devin Singletary is not and has never been a priority in this Bills offense.
100%.
We are talking about a running back that this year, his breakout year, only accounted for 40% of his team's rushing attempts. If you're trusting Devin Singletary as your running back too, you have a player who gets 40% of the opportunities in the rushing game. Last year, 2020, 38% of the rushing attempts. I want a running back on my team who is the focal point of the offense. And yes, he can be a flex. He can be a guy that you sit here or there. But right now, I don't see him being a focal point of an offense.
Right.
Okay. Ideally, I want a player who at least has 60% of his rushing attempts, of his team's rushing attempts. Number 2, they've already proven that they don't mind replacing him, okay? He was drafted in the 3rd round of 2019. The very next year, they went out and drafted Zach Moss. Why wouldn't they do that again in 2022 or 2023 through the draft or free agency? What is the reason why they wouldn't do that? And number 3, it's always talent over opportunity in Dynasty, and I'm sorry, but Devin Singletary is not a talent that I'm betting on, okay? He is serviceable in almost every area as a running back, but there's nothing that separates him as a talent above other running backs in this league.
Yeah.
Nothing. And I'm sorry, he does a lot of things really well, but there's nothing that separates him in my opinion. Think about this, talent over opportunity. So I've already told you he's not the talent that I like, but opportunities, he's in a Bills offense that scores the 3rd most points per game in the NFL.
Yeah.
I strongly believe Devin Singletary is a byproduct of the offense that he's in. Okay. Overall, this is not the type of running back that I want. We have already seen in the past 2 years, even this year, his breakout year. I mean, there were times when he was healthy scratch. Zach Moss was the guy. Matt Breida took the job from him. So I am 100% selling. I don't, and we'll talk about value in a second. I am going to sell. What about you?
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm definitely selling. And that's purely because, like you said, he wasn't the main focal point. Who was the real running back one on this team? It's Josh Allen. That's the guy. That's the guy that takes all the carries. My guy probably rushed. If I had the stats up in front of me, he probably rushed for more than Zach Moss, Matt Breida, and Devin Singletary combined. So, I mean,
well, he wouldn't have had many rushing yards, but he might have had the highest percentage. We'll have to check that.
Yeah. So, I mean, Zach said it, and he's just not the focal point. And you want somebody that is going to get the touches, that is going to get the opportunity on as an RB2, even as a flex, whatever the case may be. You just need that opportunity. But I'm going to tell you how I'm going to sell him. Okay. From weeks 14 to 18, this is how you should sell somebody. You go to a guy, hey, you want Singletary? This is why. Weeks 14 to 18, he was RB2. Running back
at the end of the year. That's going to keep going.
Yeah. Weeks 14 to 18, he was averaging 16 carries. That's a workhorse, man. You want a workhorse running back? That's Devin Singletary. Weeks 14 to 18, once again, he averaged 19.7 fantasy points. You want to win? You want Devin Singletary? This is what he's going to continue in the 2020
future. In this explosive offense?
In the 20,
you want the running back one?
With Josh Allen? You're kidding.
Yeah.
This is how you sell it. Okay.
You can sell it. So let's talk about fair pricing. We're both selling. For me, if I am selling, I'm looking for a 2022 mid-second rounder or an early 3rd in 2023. I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
And it probably sounds like I'm massively devaluing him, but I just don't believe in him. You might be able to get a late 2nd in 2023. That would be my ideal sell.
I agree.
But I just don't think there's anything that separates him as a talent. So that's what I'm trying to do. And also, he could be a great player as a throw-in to get a trade done. If there's another player that you really love, you really want, use Devin Singletary as a throw-in. Well, hey, I know you rejected that first offer. What if I had Devin Singletary? Let's make this interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
What about you?
Look, for me, I personally wouldn't pay a 2022 second if I were to if I'm trying to acquire Devin Singletary. If I'm trying to sell Singletary, I'm obviously going to go try to get as high as possible and get a second. So, I mean, I personally believe if you are going out to get Singletary and you maybe disagree with this video and you say, you know what, I think Singletary is worth a second, I personally wouldn't pay that. But yeah, that's me.
All right. Buy or sell? Let us know in the comments below. Are you buying or selling David Montgomery? Devin Singletary.
Yo, what's good?
What
Thanks
up?
for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch
Now,
it.
You can also subscribe
Right now.
if you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/fantasylandfam.